Good morning and welcome back to the Daily Vibe with Rox and Ames.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah, and don't mind this in the window here, guys. It's nothing to worry about.
I don't know if you can tell what it is.
Yeah.
Had to go into town today and pick some stuff up.
Yes, we're actually cruising around town right now. I wouldn't say we're cruising, but we just got done at our famous Walmart right here.
Yeah.
Picking up some supplies. Got some house cleaning to do this weekend. Stuff like that. So had to get some supplies for that.
Well,
Cat
now that the dogs have their flea and tick medicine, we have to deep clean the house is one thing.
Yeah. So that was one of my objectives this weekend is to deep clean the house, and I'm gonna spend all weekend long working on it. I think.
She says now.
Yeah, I want to wash all the bedding. I want to scrub the beds down. I bought some spray stuff for the house and.
Yeah, just to do a clean because, since the animals did have fleas, right? I'm sure there's fleas in the house somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure.
And so we're just doing some preventative stuff.
Yeah.
But our main objective for today was to pick up our Mr. Cool, so you guys get to see it first right here in the window.
Yeah, there they are.
Yep. We did have to order a couple more things with them, so we couldn't, we don't have every single tiny thing we need right this very moment to install these. But probably before next week that we'll have everything in. So
yeah, well, and we got a little bit of now we have the unit, so we can pull out the instructions and kind of read it, and then we still got to figure out our wiring situation for it, blah, blah, blah. So, but
all that goodness.
Yeah, but they're here.
They're here.
They're here, and we have them. And I just want to throw this out here. This is the last official expensive piece for the house that we need to buy.
Yes. Everything else is small stuff.
Yeah, it's very small.
In comparison.
In comparison, yeah.
Because honestly, that was a hard check to write.
It was, and when he told me the total, and I'm sitting there writing the check, and I even looked at him, I was like, oh, this is gonna be hard to write. This is so hard to write it.
A lot cheaper than doing whole duct work in the house and stuff.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too,
but still pricey.
It is pricey, and then I was trying to think. Because our power bill was so high last winter because of those space heaters. So I was talking to Doug and stuff down at the hardware store here. And I was like, what do you think our return investment's going to be now? How many years do you think it's going to be before they actually pay for themselves,
Well,
I say 5 to 10 years.
Oh, to recoup last winter's?
Well, to just pay for the units themselves based on what we paid.
What we saved.
Yeah, this because for a couple months there, our power bill was close to $500.
Can you guys believe that?
I know.
It was $4 something.
Yeah,
during the winter for the heat.
Yeah, it was creeping up to getting closer and closer to 500.
But I will say that was only 2 months.
Yeah.
But I will say we did have 8 space heaters on almost 24/7.
Yes, and that's the one thing about those space heaters that was kind of sucks, I guess.
And that's the only reason why it was so high there.
Yeah, because you can't, they don't maintain temperature. They don't kick on and off like they're supposed to. They just run all the time.
Because right when we stopped using those, the last month, right, we went the first full month of not using those things.
Yeah.
Our power bill for everything dropped down to $100.
Yeah.
Instant.
Yeah, and now we have the AC unit in Thunderdome and then the one in the house running. And the one in the house is working itself to death.
Yeah, but it's doing a good job. It never stops.
Yeah, especially during the hottest part of the day, it just continuously runs. It never kicks off.
But even with the AC, right, guys, being on like this, our power bill only went up another $15.
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. I was going to say, even with both those AC units running and the one in the house running pretty much all the time recently, our power bill is still nowhere near what it was for the winter time, paying for all those heating and cooling, or heating.
Yep, and so this winter, now that we have these mini splits, our power bill is not going to be high hardly at all.
I don't think so
it might go up a little tiny bit comparison to now for the heating.
Yeah.
But these are 21 SEER units, and so the energy efficiency on these things is going to be really nice.
Yeah, no, it is.
For both heating and cooling.
Another thing I'm looking forward to having these AC units is the noise.
Yeah.
The noise for the window unit right now, if you're sitting in the living room watching TV, you have to have the TV up really loud because you can't hear over the AC unit.
No, well, it's right there, right?
It's right there,
It's right.
you know. And then, you know, recording and stuff inside the house, you just hear the constant hum in the background from the AC unit and stuff. But man, if you turn that thing off, you're gonna roast in there.
Yeah, and I talked to Doug. He has one of these in his at his place. He was saying, and he said they're really, really quiet.
Yeah.
Since he barely even hears it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited about getting these installed.
Me too.
Real soon we'll start. We have everything we need except for like the breaker. Like, we have all the big pieces here.
Yeah.
One trip into town. Once we figure it out, we'll have everything installed if we need to. We're just so I mean we can get started soon. Is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, we can. It's not going to hold up progress based
No.
because we don't have everything we need, but we can start, and then as we start working through it, we'll get all the other stuff we need. Like Anthony said, we did had to order a couple extra more pieces or different pieces for it.
Well, we ordered some line sets that were 50 feet, but then reevaluating and looking up some stuff, we actually needed like an extra 15-foot line set, and we didn't need one of the 50s, we needed 25 or another 15.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of swapped some stuff out.
Yeah.
And so those are going to come in.
He said probably sometime next week. So I'm like, well, that's cool because we're not even going to start working on it probably till next week, anyways.
Yeah, well, I'd like to start working on it like on Monday.
Yeah, me too.
Get everything mounted. At least get the living room. We have everything to do the living room with.
Yeah. Yeah.
For a fact.
Yeah, and that's okay if we can get the living room hooked up, and it can, because it can run with just one unit hooked up to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if we can get that one done, because right now all we got is that AC unit in the living room, and it's keeping the house cool. So I would imagine with one of those Mr. Cools in the living room, it'll help the house stay cool.
It will, because one of these blowers are bigger than the one that's in the window.
In the Thunderdome too, right?
It's bigger than the one in Thunderdome.
Yeah. So I'm super excited. I was just telling them, I'm like, I wish we could get them hooked up today because it is very hot outside already. And I was just talking to Anthony and was letting him know, like, hey, on Sunday, it's going to be 100 degrees outside. I'm not going out.
The unit in Thunderdome is an 11K. These are 12K.
Yeah.
And the window unit right now in the window is like a 6K.
I thought it was,
or an 8K.
I was going to say, I think it's an 8K.
It's an 8K.
That we got for the trailer.
So it's going to be a way bigger window unit.
Definitely the struggle for that unit is not going to be there.
No.
Because right now it's doing its job. It's like we said, it just runs all day. And then, you know, obviously the humidity and the moisture, it's creating a lot of condensation in the unit, you know, dripping all over our deck and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's time that unit comes out. But we knew that was going to happen. That was part of our plans. We're like, we're just going to use this until we get them. It's only going to be temporary until it starts really getting hot, and that time is coming fast.
It's here.
It's here.
But I'm very happy that's the last gigantic expense. That's one big check kind of a thing.
Yeah.
To write for the house.
Yeah, me too.
The amount of money that's been gone into this past 2 years is a lot, guys.
Yeah, you know, and Anthony and I, we're not like big spenders.
We're very frugal.
Yeah, and
if you guys can't tell.
So moving here and starting this, like, we knew we were going to have to spend money, but that was a really hard habit to break, you know, where it's like, we really need this tool to do this job that we got to do to get done on the house, but I don't want to spend the money, you know, but it's like, oh, we don't have a choice.
Well, look at here's a prime example, guys. Like, remember my old, if you guys seen it, the old blue Cobalt air compressor I had?
Yeah.
That was only a 2-gallon air compressor. I bought that in Vegas specifically to fill up my motorcycle air tires.
Yeah.
Tires air.
Yeah, and the bikes for like Wyatt and stuff.
Right. That's the only reason why I bought that thing. That's the only thing I used it for. But here, oh no, I used it for my nail gun.
Oh yeah, we built.
And you'd only get 3 nails in before it needs to fill back out.
We used it pretty much the whole build.
Yeah, I refused to go buy another one because it worked.
Yeah, and then eventually that one was kind of starting to really take a dive because you could hear it when it was trying to fill up. It would sputter out.
And it would take forever to fill up.
Yeah, so it was time to upgrade and get a new one.
Yep, now I got a 6-gallon, and that thing is awesome.
Yeah, we've used that one pretty much. We used that thing the whole ceiling.
Yeah, and I had that small other one for like 6 years.
Yeah.
Or something. But yeah, we're not huge on spending money around here.
No, so I am glad that we got these units in now, the AC units. That was the big check that we had to write, but it's done. They're here. We don't have to worry about it, and like I mentioned, now we can kind of start getting back on track with how we used to live our lives before we moved here.
Well, yeah, because I mean, every month, right, guys? We knew this moving out here. We knew this, but it's hard to do it. But every single month since we've been here, there's a giant expense.
Yeah, something has to be bought.
Right.
Yeah.
And we're talking thousands of dollars every month.
Yeah.
So for the past 2 years, where it's like you got to spend thousands of dollars this month on something, it's been nerve-wracking.
It has.
I don't know what else to say.
Yeah. And
even though we knew, but look what we have. Everything's paid for, right?
true, yeah. And
that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it too. Like, yeah, I mean, you got to spend money to build a house. I mean,
Sure, yeah.
if we want to have a house, we got to spend the money. And I'm thankful and glad that you and I have been smart and like very frugal with our money our entire marriage, and has entitled us to be able to come out here and do all this and build and have our own house that's paid for. So.
And you know, that's one of the main reasons why we went with a shed to house too, guys.
Yeah.
Is we knew it wouldn't cost as much. We don't need as much. We wanted to live very small and simple.
Yeah.
And a shed to house was the perfect option for that, for us.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that it's almost over when it comes to the big spending, like I said.
Yeah.
I mean, the work ain't over.
No, there's always going to be things that are going to need to be done around the house. Like,
well, there's. Yes, yeah, keep going. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
there's like tons of stuff.
yeah, that's what I mean. And there's always going to be things that, I mean, it's just like homeowners. You buy a home in town, right? You buy your house. There's always going to be things that you need to do around there, whether it's yard maintenance. Oh, I want to build, a bench over here to go sit in so I can sit underneath this tree in my backyard or whatever. There's always something.
Well, we still need to build. We're going to be building the front porch.
Yeah.
But that's not a giant expense.
No, and
like I could probably, for the wood and the roof on that stuff, legit, I can build that for just a couple $100.
yeah,
Right.
yeah. But I mean, so back to it. I mean, thank goodness.
We're just talking about the same thing.
Yeah,
There's always stuff to do, maintenance.
Yeah, there's always going to be things going on and little things we got to buy here and there. You know what I'm looking forward to? Now that we got these AC units in, and then we did order the rest of the wood for Wyatt's ceiling. I want to throw that out there too. But I can't wait to start unpacking.
Oh yeah.
Officially.
Well, we got to put some shelves.
Yeah, I know. I want to finish up all the cosmetic stuff first. Like, we still have to patch up the holes. There's still some touch-up paint we need to do. Things like that.
Little tiny piece of trim in the kitchen that I keep getting crap about from you guys.
Yeah.
But I am with you. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Oh, and we have not removed our staples from the sides of our cabinets. We still need to do that and do the touch-up paint on those. I actually do need to do a little bit of touch-up paint on our actual cabinets. There's a couple spots that, I don't know.
Just need it.
They just, maybe I missed it, or maybe it got bumped or rubbed on or something when we were moving in. I don't know. But just a little bit of touch-up work. Way better than painting the entire house.
Oh yeah. No, but everything's looking good, guys. I'm very happy with the house.
Me too. I love our house.
I do too.
Yeah, it's probably one of my favorite houses we've ever had. I mean, obviously the last house we had in Vegas, I loved that house. It was like our dream house. But this one I think is just so much better because we built it, for one. And two, it's like customized to us because we designed it. Oh, look, there was pheasants.
Are there pheasants over there?
Yeah, white ones. Did you see them?
No, I thought they were turkeys.
No, I think those were pheasants. No, they've been running fiber around here, so it seems like every time we leave to go to town and come back. They're like moved around in different spots.
They were supposed to be, the fiber was supposed to be internet, right? Internet fiber.
Yeah.
Was supposed to be at our house at the beginning of this year.
Yeah. Well,
I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, but I will say this: they are running it. They're working on it right now. We were just talking to them on our way out, just to see how it was going and how much longer it's going to be before they get to our house.
Yeah, they said 4 to 5 months.
Yeah. So, but that's okay. We still have Starlink, so. We're not in dire need of internet.
No, I'm like, I wouldn't even mind just keeping Starlink. Starlink's fine, but it's nice, like you said earlier, it's nice to have the option.
Yeah, it's available.
Yeah.
And, you know, so.
Starlink works great.
Yeah. Well, I don't know, but we're almost home, guys.
Yep, almost home.
Yeah, we're gonna unload all of this stuff. They said it wasn't very heavy. I didn't help them load it up, but.
I don't think it's that heavy. I think we'll be fine.
Okay. I don't want to break my back today.
No, I mean, the condenser is going to be a little heavy, but
That's okay.
I think we'll be fine.
Yeah.
We'll be fine.
Yep. So we'll head on out of here, and I hope you guys are all having a wonderful Thursday. Oh, I want to say this too. Make sure you guys all say happy birthday to Gary today.
Yep.
Yeah, today.
Gary, today it's his birthday.
Yeah,
We're going out to dinner tonight for his birthday.
I got him a birthday present.
Yep.
Yeah,
And if you see this, Gary, happy birthday.
yeah, happy birthday. I'm sure we'll be saying it to you when we
When
see
we get
you.
home,
Yeah.
we say, hey, happy birthday.
Yeah, we haven't seen him yet. We left this morning and we're just now heading back, so.
Yeah, but go over and just write on one of the things, say happy birthday, Gary, if you guys want.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to be posting a real talk today, so.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Talking about his birthday.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, we'll see you guys all tomorrow. I hope you stay. What do you say?
I say stay safe, guys. Stay safe, stay motivated.
Yes.
We always try to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll catch you guys all tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.